I thought we played, well enough defensively to give ourselves a chance to win. But you can't have a quarter, the first and the third, where we shoot it as poorly, as we did, and we have to continue to strive to get more easy baskets and knock down more, open shots. But I was pleased with our players' effort to execute a game plan against a really, really talented Texas team.
Coach, for 27 minutes, you were pretty much right there with them, and even close a little in the fourth. Were you pleased with just effort end to end?
Well, I mean, they're really good. They're definitely a top 15 basketball team. I mean, they have 7 McDonald's All-Americans on that team, and for the most part, yes, I was pleased. But we're not trying to be in games. We're trying to win games, and we're going to have the opportunity to win games in this league. But you got to put it together in all 3 phases of the game in order to do that.
Coach, how good was Jessica in the first half, and how important was it, as you mentioned, with the team kind of struggling to score for her?
Well, we knew that they were going to be a pressure team. They thrive trying to get up under your chin and force turnovers and get out in transition to use their size, speed, and athleticism. And, I thought Jessica did a pretty good job of attacking the pressure, getting to the free throw line. And, she had obviously some flurries where we're in the game because of her play.
Their coach credited your ability to kind of make it ugly. What were you guys able to do to make it ugly out there?
Well, we just tried to take certain guys, out of the game as much as we could and make some other people beat us. McCarty is not only one of the best guards in our league, but one of the best guards in the country. Ariel Atkins is a player coming off 25 at Iowa State. They're in Hilton, and we wanted to try to limit their touches as much as we could. But they've got a lot of good players, and they had some guys step up and make some baskets.
Earlier in the year, I remember you kind of challenged Kylie to be a factor in more areas other than scoring, especially when her shot wasn't falling. Again today, 4 steals and 2 blocks. Just how pleased have you been with her since that mess?
Well, I just think it demonstrates her growth as a player. Her willingness to be coached and respond to that, I think, is really important. Kylie is a good enough player that does not need to be labeled as a specialist in an area. She needs to be a basketball player and know that she can contribute in a lot of phases.
You mentioned wanting to push it up tempo and get easy buckets, but how tough can that be to balance that as well as kind of running offensive sets?
Yeah, we talk about trying to use some discretion. There was one possession where, we got 4 or 5 rebounds in offensive rebounds in one possession, and we took 4 or 5 bad shots. I think we were down 10 or 11 at the time, and it was like if we made that shot, it was going to count 10 points. I don't fault our players, a desire to try to make a play. But I think that we have to recognize that when we work that hard to get an offensive rebound, there's some times when we need to get organized and work for a little bit better shot.
Texas coach called their 30 turnovers unacceptable. What do you guys do to force those 30 turnovers?
I don't know if it was a lot that we did other than give them, maybe some looks that some of their players weren't really used to, because it wasn't like we were out in the passing lanes real hard a lot of the game. But we did make some of their players make decisions that maybe aren't used to. And I think you sometimes you put a player in an unfamiliar territory, then some good things can happen for you.
Jessica, after your first half, what kind of changed going into the second?
Nothing changed.
Did they do anything defensively that kind of made it harder for you, or just shots not falling?
Shots weren't falling.
Kylie, how important was it for Jessica when I think she put in, like I said, 16 in the first half when you guys really couldn't score from in other ways?
I think she responded pretty well. She noticed that a lot of them were collapsing on her, which they should have, because she's
amazing on driving and layups wise. So she was able to kick out for people who were ready to shoot that three, and that's how I got to my both.
Seems like, coaches talked about battling to the end alive. Was there ever a moment, or when kind of was the moment that you guys thought you might be out of the game?
I don't want to say we ever thought that, just because we're going to continue to work hard against big teams. We want to prove ourselves in any way possible, and I don't think we showed a designated moment where we all thought we lost.